Hi crafty friends, Melissa Minor here. Thanks so much for joining me on my YouTube channel. Today I am creating a layout for the Shimmerz Paints design team and I am using the June Color Kitz. Now if you haven't seen my unboxing, I will leave a link to that video down below in the description box, and don't forget to add my name, Melissa Minor, to any order you place on the Shimmerz Paints website because they will send you a free paint. All right, let's go ahead and jump in. I was really inspired by a sketch, so I do have this sketch in front of me. It was created by Stacy DeLong. It's from day 6 of the 30 Days of Sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life. I printed 2 photos of my daughter Tatum playing softball. I printed them 3x4 in size, and I think I can make these work. I also plan on matting them with this pink paper that was in the kit, and then I pulled these 2 papers from the June Color Kitz, and I also have a sheet of white mixed media cardstock from scrapbook.com. So the first thing I want to do here is, in the sketch there was this like notebook looking paper behind the photos, so I want to use this pink paper as my notebook paper. So I've pulled out these dies. These notebook edge dies are from Bramble Fox. They're one of my favorite dies. I bought them with an intention of using them all the time. I haven't used them for quite a while, and I've recently rediscovered them again. So they're back at the top of my dies, and I'm excited to use them. So I'm going to go ahead and place some mint tape or some washi tape here across and run it through my die cut machine. Now, one thing with these dies is it just cuts out the notebook part, so then I'm going to need to reattach that to my paper. So I'll show you what I mean here. So I'm just going to tear the bottom, and then here we go. I'm just going to glue that little notebook edge piece to the top of my like magenta colored cardstock here. So I'm going to get some liquid glue, and I'm just going to adhere that down so that I've got this notebook edge. And I didn't really measure anything. I kind of held my photos up to this scrap of pink pattern paper that I had, and I thought, oh, yep, that looks good. So let's hope this works. I do print all my photos at home. I have the Epson PictureMate 400, so it's super easy to print my photos in whatever size I need. And the sketch kind of looked like they were 3x4. Now, this is one of my favorite pattern papers that is included in the kit. I love all the pattern papers and the colors this month. It's breaking my heart to tear it, but I only want a portion of it. So what I think I want to do here is glue this yellow striped paper to this other pattern paper here. And I'm just going to use a little tape runner, and I'm going to glue these 2 together. And the reason I'm going to glue them together is because I also want to tear that yellow striped paper. But I wanted to like match the tear angle. So by gluing them together, I'm able to do that. So I am going to pull this paper here and give it that torn edge. Now the reason I wanted to use the yellow, I thought that was perfect because my daughter's school softball colors are black and gold. So it's got that gold. And so it's just perfect. And I love when I can scrapbook sports photos with one of the kits. I usually try to make it work no matter what the theme because I have so many sports photos. And I just love the colors in the kit this month. Okay, so now I've got my torn pattern papers. I'm just kind of ruffling up the edges a little bit, maybe tearing a little of the extra white off of here. And then I want to position this on my white 12x12 scrapbook.com mixed media cardstock. So I'm just going to glue these 2 together. I just used tape runner at first. Now I'm going to add a little bit of my liquid tacky glue. These papers are shiny, like they have a slick surface. So I find that the tacky glue or wet glue holds them better than the tape runner. So here's how I want these to go. So I'm just going to kind of dry fit all of these pieces and see how I like the way it's going. And yes, I love this so much. Looking at the sketch, it looks like the left photo kind of bumps up almost to the edge of the paper behind it, and then the right photo goes off to the side. Now, re-looking at the sketch again, there's another piece of pattern paper behind the other piece. So I'm gonna make this look like one continuous piece by gluing this little side down, and then I want to repeat that like notebook edge again. So I'm going to bring in a different notebook edge die this time. Same set from Bramble Fox, but I just want to use a different die so that they don't look so matchy-matchy. And again, when I cut this, it's going to cut the actual like piece off, and I'm going to have to glue that on. But that's okay. It makes it super easy to do. So I'm going to line this up and run it through my die cut machine. Here we go. And now I'm just going to glue this little notebook edge to the top. And there we go. And now I can glue this little piece to the back of that pink pattern paper. It's just so bright and vibrant and colorful. So pretty. And both of these pattern papers were also from the June Color Kitz. All right, so there we go. That looks good. Then I think I'm ready to go ahead and start gluing down my photos. I do want to do some mixed media. So that's why I pulled out my mixed media cardstock, because it holds well and it doesn't soak into the paper. So let me look at the sketch again to see how these kind of went. And I think that looks good. And then I'm going to leave room for a title at the bottom. I'm going to look through my stash. I have a lot of acrylic title pieces I've been accumulating. So I think I want to look through those to see if I can find something that works. And looking at the sketch, they were positioned pretty close together and more towards the top. So I went looking through my stash of titles, and look at this. I found Sunny Days, and that is so perfect because you can see like the sun setting in the background, and I thought that was just a perfect title. It's just been such good weather every night that she plays softball. So she plays school softball on Tuesday nights, and she always plays a double header, and this was the very first night of the school ball season for the summer. This was May 26th, and I'm really proud of Tatum. She was out there pitching strikes and just playing her heart out. She did so good. And so these are a couple of photos of her pitching. So I'm going to glue this down. Now, anytime I glue acrylic title pieces to my layouts, I like to use the Nuvo Deluxe glue because it always dries clear and it has a really strong hold. So I'm going to glue that down. I love this little title, how it's got like the sun smiley face. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but that sun does have a little smiley face etched into it. I did have a little glue seep out, but that's okay. Even though I'm wiping it up a little, I know it'll dry clear. Now I need to decide what paint colors that I want to use. So here are my paint swatches from my unboxing. And I'm really thinking I want to play up on the yellow, especially since I used the title Sunny Days. So the yellow in this kit is called Meet Me at Sunset, and it's in Inklings. Now, if you're new to Shimmerz paints, you might not know what all the different paint formulations are. So Inklings, they are solid watercolor pans that you activate with water. They're really creamy and they have a ton of shimmer and pigment in them. I'm looking through the embellishments that came in the kit. I thought originally I might want to use that cloud. Excuse me, but I'm going to end up taking that cloud away. But I do love these florals, so I'm just kind of getting some placement here, some ideas. And I will end up trimming the white border off the edges of these flowers just to give them a little more depth and make them look a little more realistic. So I will do that. Now, I don't always do that, but I think that it really helped in this case. So I'm going to cut those off. First, I'm going to use my pencil here to just draw a line as to where all this is going to set. Oh, that bottom one didn't take, so let me redo that. And that's so I can start my mixed media. So I'm going to set all of this off to the side. Actually, I can go ahead and glue these pattern papers to the top because it's not going to be in the way of my painting. And I'm just going to add a little bit of mixed media here on the bottom. I just want to touch, and I think it's just going to kind of continue the look of the mixed media from the pattern paper and draw that down. So I'm taking my water bottle here and I'm just putting a few squirts of water into my paint pan. This is the Meet Me at Sunset Inklings. first I'm going to take just the paint or just the ink that's left on my brush here of, I believe this is mustard seed. So I didn't even dip it in the ink. This was just what was left on my brush. And that just kind of helps, you know, helps the paint to give it a little more dimension. So I'm not even adding a whole lot of paint. I'm just adding some splatters, and that's going to really give it that sparkle and shine from this Inklings. And I'm looking at it and I think, you know what? I think I want to add another color too. I want to add that Berry Sassy colorings. Now colorings, those are your bold flat colors. They dry matte, so they're perfect if you want a strong color without shimmer, or you can layer shimmer on top of them too. So in this case, I'm using one that's really pigmenty and shimmery, and then one that is an opposite of that, which is a bold flat color. And I think these will really pair nicely. So I set that off to dry off camera, and now I'm back, it's dry. And I think that looks super pretty with just like the hint of the yellow and the hint of the berry there. So that's pretty. And off camera, I did add that little paper clip. So, oh my gosh, the paper clip, it's just paper and it looks so sparkly and shiny and dimensional. So I just taped it to the back there so it stay in place. And now I'm bringing this little journaling spot from my stash in. And I stamped the date, May 26, 2026. And now I can start with my clusters of adding my flowers. And you can see here, now I've cut the white border off of the flowers. I do want these to be dimensional, so I'm gonna add just a little spot of foam tape to the back, and I'm gonna kind of ruffle these edges up on the flowers to make them stand up just a bit. There we go, there's our first flower. And then I know I want at least two down here on this bottom left side. So I'm gonna glue the blue one flat to the layout, and then this rainbow one, I'm gonna add a little bit of foam tape. So I'll cut a piece of foam tape here and we'll add that. Let's see here, let me get the backing peeled off. We'll get that stuck down. And I have another flower here that I want to bring in, but first I want to bring in the dots. So one of my favorite things about the Shimmerz Paints color kits are these dots that come included, and they're an epoxy dot. They're dimensional, shiny, and this one says "You are amazing," and it's also that yellow color, so I thought that was perfect. And anytime I add my dots, I like to add like a little bit of tangled thread behind them. So I've pulled out some yellow, since I'm kind of playing up the yellow here. Oh my goodness, I don't know what happened. I guess my thread got caught in that flower that I had glued down, and it popped off my page. So I'm just gonna make, I did a couple pulls here on the thread, and this is just sewing thread. I'm just gonna wrap it around my hand here a few times. And then what I do is I pinch it in the middle, and then I will grab a glue dot and put on the back of my dot here, and then I'll just add the thread to it. So it kind of looks like there's two big loops, and then I'll spread that out as I place it on the layout. I think I'm gonna add another glue dot to the back also. I might have did that and it was just off screen. So there we go. I like the way that looks. And I've got this pink flower sitting here, so I think I want to add it as well. I'm going to add it to that left cluster. Here we go. And I did add a little foam tape to it as well. And then off camera, I cut another one. I saw another flower in the kit, and it was this rainbow one, so I decided it needed one up there too. So I've got 3 in the bottom left and then 2 in the upper right, and then with that epoxy dot. Okay, so I am loving the way this page looks. Now I want to add some sequins. So in the sketch, there were a ton of sequins scattered in the upper left, and then also towards the bottom right. So I'm just gonna add a few drops of Nuvo Deluxe glue, and I've got my sequin mix here. Now the sequin mix comes separate. It's in the bonus bundle. So you can purchase the bonus bundle, which includes the sequins and then 1 paint, and you can add that on to your kit, and it always matches perfectly. So you can see the sequins here. They are just perfect. So I'm having fun just pulling out different colors. I've got some blue ones, some purple ones, some of that deep pink color. And then I've also got a few of these yellow ones, which are really shiny, and they're florals. So I just thought that was great variety in the sequin mix. There's also some little hearts in there, and I'm not going to use those, but I did find some all around my house. So they must have stuck to my clothes or something, and I walked around with them on and scattered them around. So I'll just add a few more sequins, and then that is going to finish up today's project. So I really love the way this turned out. Now I will do my journaling off camera. So later in the month, I'll have a full layout share video, and you'll be able to see my journaling there. So if you've enjoyed this video, please hit that thumbs up button. If you're new, I hope you'll subscribe and come back. And if you don't already follow me on Facebook and on Instagram, I would love for you to follow me on those platforms as well. If you have any questions about the Shimmerz Paints color kits or anything I've done today, just drop them below and I'll get back with you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye!